Ooh, baby, here I come with another subscriber's request. I think I have like 3 or 4 of them today. So yeah, this one is about Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey. It was brought to my attention in my email by one of my subscribers, and she had definitely tapped in and sent me some screenshots saying that in the 1501 case with Megan and Carl Crawford, she wants to uh, bring Kelsey into court. She's alleging that Kelsey possibly was assisted in making the diss track against her by Carl Crawford, as if they sent her to use Kelsey to harass her. And she wants Kelsey to possibly be brought on the stand, and if I'm understanding this right, um, face being in contempt of court, allegedly, possibly over past statements or things that were on the record. So I want to get off into this energy because this is very interesting, because if this isn't played right, Megan, this really could blow up in your face in ways that I don't think you're ready for. So, without any further ado, y'all, let me go ahead and sage, because I want to get to, the meat and potatoes of this reading. I have literally been sitting here trying to come down off this coffee that I drink. If anybody has had Cafe Du Monde coffee, you know exactly what I mean, because I feel like I've had 2 shots of espresso back to back from Starbucks. And baby, if I was sitting in my what do you call it, my gaming chair, I would be spinning around in circles right now, kicking my feet, because I'm that hyped up off of coffee. I had no business drinking that damn coffee, at least not brewing it as strong as I did. But we're going to get it popping, and we're going to get to the bottom of this situation. And I want to do something different at the end, strictly for shits and giggles, y'all. Okay? You'll see when I get to the end. So I'm going to do 2 separate decks, one for Megan, one for Kelsey. And then just for sheer pettiness at the end, there's something I want to tap into. And if you don't feel like being petty with me, you can click off. I'll let you know before I even get started. I thank you for watching already. Wow. It's like this is becoming the case that never ends. It's almost like Sherry and Lamb Chop. This is a song that never ends. It's like, how long are y'all gonna be in court, Lord Jesus? But hey, once again, like I said, this is a subscriber's request, and I'm going to try my best to do as many subscribers' requests today as I possibly can, because you guys have really been holding me down, and I greatly appreciate you. So, Megan, we're going to call you to the virtual stand first. Spirit guides, keep the message clear and concise. Let me see what is. Let no maleficent spirits come before me, this table, and any of my subscribers, anybody that's viewing this. Let there be no trickster spirits in this message. And let's get down to the basics of what's going to happen if Megan calls Kelsey to the stand. What the hell is that? Yeah, I don't know what the hell my neighbor is doing outside. It sounds like he's playing with a bag of pop cans, but whatever. What is... Never mind. Come on, coffee, focus. Focus. So Megan, what's the deal? Why are you bringing Kelsey into this case? What is this all about? I don't know if y'all can hear this on camera, but I mean, really, like, why would you wait until now? Okay. The lovers. Ooh, okay. I got a feeling I know where this is going already, but I still want to let it play out. The Nine of Pentacles, which is the independent lady. Also, pay attention. This is a peacock on here. And peacocks are known for what? You know, when somebody says that you're peacocking in a situation, this is someone that's being very arrogant. Someone who is, you know, walking around with their chest out. So it feels like, you know, she wants to deflate Kelsey and her ego. This is also feeling like she still has an axe to grind with her over the situation with Tori. I should have known things were going to go in a petty direction when I started hearing whatever is going on outside. Y'all, I am literally in the basement. Like, what is that? I promise you, I don't know if you can hear this on camera, but if you can, I am literally perplexed. Like, why now? Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. Yes, wounded warrior. Somebody who's been in their feelings, who's been beat up, who's been hurt over and over again. See, my spirit guides is already kicking this off being petty, because this is going off into what I'm going to do at the end of this reading. She's still butthurt over the energy between what happened in the case between her, Kelsey, and Tory Lanez. And this is her way of get back through the legal system. And this is where I was saying that she needs to be very careful of how she handles this, because it may not turn out the way that she wants it to. Let's go further with this energy. So let's see, we got the Eight of Cups. And notice there's a huge moon back here in this Eight of Cups, which means there are secrets that are attached to why people actually walked away from this relationship, or secrets behind why everything had to come to an end the way that it did. Allegedly, and I'm saying a strong allegedly, this is feeling like Megan wants to get Kelsey on the stand so that she can humiliate her and force her hand to expose the secrets between her and Tori, and things that she feels like weren't said that should have been said. Four of Swords. See, this is why I said that people need to be careful. Okay. Four of Swords is something coming to a rest, not a complete end, but something coming to a rest. So being that something is coming to a rest, and then look at this Death at the bottom of the deck. This is feeling like she feels like things were on pause between them, but they were still somehow, some way dealing with each other. And she wants to expose that there are secrets behind them still dealing with each other. They didn't quite walk away from each other, and that Kelsey was being malicious and that there's a possibility that she was coming against her for outside parties. It's like she's using 1501 to expose that Kelsey was coming against her for 1501 and possibly Tory Lanez before everything came to a complete, total end, death, which is vengeful because death also represents Scorpio type energy. Two of Cups. Like I said, Four of Swords to the Two of Cups is like you guys took a pause, you took a break, but it wasn't completely over. Two of Cups is Megan is acknowledging that these two were possibly actually in love. They were a thing. They were closer than what was said, in the media. See, this is taking a turn for the worst already, because by exposing this means that you knew that they had a possibility of being in a real relationship. And if they had this type of energy towards one another, it's going to make people question, why did you get involved with him if they were in the Two of Cups? See what I mean by she has to be careful about how she approaches this, because this could backfire. Death. And then things came to an end. So she wants to, from what I'm getting, she wants to establish a timeline of when they were dealing with each other, when they claimed they stopped dealing with each other, how they were still secretly dealing with each other behind the scenes. And then she wants Kelsey to give, full details on when she actually completely severed ties with such said people or persons. So Five of Swords and the Empress. Now, Five of Swords and the Empress falling under, what is this? The Lovers, okay? So this is showing that there was harsh communication still going on between Megan and Kelsey after Megan, still harsh communication going on between Megan and Kelsey after Kelsey ended up in a relationship that she's in now with her husband. Up until Kelsey announced that she was pregnant, there was still harsh communication going on somehow, some way. If not directly, indirectly, but it was still things that were being said. There was still issues between them up until that point. And I'm trying to be so careful with this, because this is where I feel like Megan has to watch what she says, or she has to be careful about how she approaches this, because if this backfires, this will come out looking like you bullied her up until she was pregnant, and the only reason why you left Kelsey alone is because you didn't want to look like, the bad guy bullying a pregnant woman. And if you've watched my readings before, I try my best to be fair on all sides. So we're still in Megan's energy. Megan wants to force her hand to expose Kelsey, to show that Kelsey, was colluding and conspiring against her on behalf of 1501 and Tory Lanez. And pretty much they used her as their attack dog to humiliate her and harass her through social media. And she wants this to come out on the stand so that she could shame Kelsey and get her lick back. Now, Judgment, see? Independent woman, the peacock. Judgment falls under the independent woman. I don't know who's advising Megan, I don't know if she's listening to whoever's advising her. I doubt if she'll ever see this reading, and if she sees it, I doubt that she'll even listen. But I'm advising that she kind of lays off on this tactic here, because this is looking like judgment is going to fall under the independent woman. And right now the independent woman is her, because we're in her part of the reading, and this is not going to go over the way that she thinks. Spirit guys, let's tap into why this could turn on its axis and not work out for Megan in her best interest. Please and thank you. Why is this not really the best idea? Two of Wands, falling under the Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is saying that a choice needs to be made, because if she doesn't make the right choice, the wounded warrior, she could end up being the wounded warrior in this situation. And wounded warrior also not only speaks about, you know, physically being attacked or being bullied. This is also a card of somebody who has a victim mentality. So she has to be very careful that she's not, you know, operating out of a victim mentality, because this, how you feel that you've been victimized, is not always going to come off that way in other people's perception. You can't control the vantage point of the court, the jurors, or the public opinion. So let's go a little further with this. The fortune teller. And the fortune teller, that would be considered someone like me, or someone very intuitive. And this is falling under this Eight of Cups. There is someone that's advising her to walk away from this, because they don't see this as a good idea. Why is this not a good idea? Queen of Wands. And, you know, if you are a avid watcher of my readings when I do Tory Lanez and Megan, then you know the Queen of Wands is my card for the hot girl. So that falling under the Four of Swords, this could bring things to a rest for Megan. Why is this allegedly a possibility? Something just hit the floor. Oh, shoot. Okay, so this wish fulfillment that Megan has, that, you know, she wants to expose the Two of Cups, the lovers, okay? The secrets, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, now I get it. Yep. Now I get it. Listen. If you're close to Megan, if you talk to Megan, let her know this combination right here is not a good idea, because you trying to expose the lovers is going to expose information that's going to help Tory, because the Eight of Swords, he's the one that's locked up. This wish fulfillment that you have to expose Kelsey is going to expose something that's going to be very, very useful for Tory. This is why you have to look at the bigger picture and not just out of getting your lick back or being spiteful. Because exposing Kelsey could possibly expose something between the two of you that could be used later for Tory in his possible retrial. Tell me more about that. So, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Close your mouth. Close your mouth. Look at this. Five of Wands. The fight. The fight. This is going to go off into other energy that is going to lead back to information about the fight. Now, we all know that allegedly these two claim that they didn't have a fight. They just aggressively, allegedly, inebriatedly bumped into each other repeatedly. You know, that was the story and they were sticking to it. You know, we didn't get into a fight. I almost remember, you know, being off of 1492 bumping into you. Well, this is saying that something is going to come out that's going to give information about the actual fight. And see, Five of Wands is fighting, but it's physically fighting. Mm. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. See, Megan is so focused on exposing Kelsey for being sneaky and underhanded that she doesn't understand that this is going to expose her hand, allegedly. Ooh. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. There's a truth that's going to come out because the Empress and the Five of Swords. Kelsey would be the Empress because she's the mother. She's the one who was pregnant at the time. Some truths are going to come out about the actual communication and harassment between her and Kelsey, and it's going to be a strong, hard truth. This is literally some smoke that I don't think Megan wants. She's being very short-sighted, and she's putting nails in her own coffin without even realizing it. I don't think her lawyer could have possibly advised her to do this. Tell me more. Two of Swords falls under the Nine of Pentacles and Judgment. Two of Swords is the card of being cut off. So whatever it is that Megan is trying to accomplish from bringing Kelsey on the stand and trying to get her in trouble so that she could possibly go to jail or pay a judgment or be humiliated, it's going to cut her off from her blessings if she's not careful. I'm not a lawyer. I cannot legally advise her in any shape, form, or fashion. Just in my, psychic opinion, I feel like she has to be very, very careful how she approaches this, because this is like stepping into a field of landmines. And if she's not careful about how she tiptoes through this, it all can blow up in her face. And I mean bad. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is possibly going to affect her work. She's going to go back off into, once again, this victim mentality. The Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, the person who, fights and gets up to fight and fight and fight again, right? Being in this vicious cycle. But Two of Wands, this is a decision. This is a choice that you made. Two of Wands means there's always a choice. This is not something you're being forced into doing. You have a choice if you want to go forward with this or not. You decide to go forward with this, that's all fine and dandy. but you have to be very, very, very careful about how your lawyers approach these questions and the way that Kelsey is handled on the stand, because from what I am seeing, if it turns out the way that I am seeing this, she's the one that's going to come off looking like the bully. She's the one that's going to be exposed. She's the one that is going to literally ended up, being thrown under the bus. She's going to go from being the bus driver to being thrown under the bus, because it's like there's evidence of Megan bullying Kelsey. It's evidence of everything that she wants to expose, and Kelsey also could be said about her and more. So depending on whoever Kelsey's legal counsel could possibly be, they could turn this whole thing on its head and use Megan's whole tactic against her to prove the point against Megan. So, like I said, I can't advise her on what to do, what not to do. I just, from what I'm seeing here, intuitively, this does not look like a good look. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is dicey. Two of Pentacles falling under, what is this? The Eight of Cups, the fortune teller. Somebody advised her, this is a 50-50. This could go either way. You possibly should walk away from this. This is not the best idea. So if this is her legal counsel, they did tell her that this could go both ways. So you have to be prepared, because there's a 50-50 split on how this could go. Nine of Swords. So it's kind of intriguing how Megan is initiating this, but we got the Four of Swords over the Queen of Wands to the Nine of Swords. And it's like a situation that was brought to rest. Pretty much she should have let sleeping dogs lie, is now giving her high anxiety. This is like she doesn't sleep, or when she's supposed to sleep, she's not sleeping well, because she has all this stuff, floating in her head, and it's giving her a lot of anxiety. But I'm not understanding why, because this is something that she's choosing from what I can see. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. She's choosing to be stubborn. She's being very stubborn about this, because she's fixated on proving her point on how she feels about Kelsey and how she feels Kelsey treated her. And she's using the long arm of the law to get her lick back. Okay, girl, good luck with that. Shit, I'm not about to be falling off this chair to get down here and get this card. Damn it. Seven of Wands, but it was in reverse. Most people don't read off the floor, but if it's falling, I can see it, I'm reading it, damn it. So Seven of Wands in reverse is, that's not being able to prove your point. So if, Seven of Wands in the upright is being defensive, or defending yourself, standing up for yourself. This is saying that there is allegedly a very huge chance that this is not going to work out. It's going to come off as childish, passive-aggressive, petty, and she may not be able to prove the point that she wants to prove, allegedly, because she's not going to be able to ironcladly show that Carl Crawford encouraged Kelsey to make a diss track. And if she cannot prove that, then it's going to be very hard for her to prove the rest of the argument. What is this? Yeah, Ten of Swords. This is not looking good for her being able to completely provide information that's going to show how they colluded to stab her in the back. It looks very circumstantial at best. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. If this happens the way that I'm seeing it, because once again, this is all alleged, this is for entertainment purposes, I can't prove not a damn thing. But if this works out the way that I see it, this is going to be a very heavy burden for Megan to carry. And it's not going to fare well. So I think it's more so in her best interest to let this be, because actually, when you think about it, Megan, didn't you make a diss track and discuss Kelsey first? I believe she did. And Kelsey's was a response called Bussin' Back. So that's what happens in rap. You make a diss track, the other person responds. So I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just trying to understand her logic, because I mean, if you come for somebody and they come back, or if you tell somebody to come outside and they jump off the porch, how are you taking this as this person is harassing you and badgering you? Because I promise you, you swing on me, I'm swinging back. And this is how this is going to come off looking. It's going to be very shaky for her to provide information that's going to show that Kelsey, for all intents and purposes, went out of her way to harass her and colluded against her. Okay, so now that we're done with Megan's part of, this reading, let's go ahead and tap into Kelsey Nicole's energy, and let's call her to the virtual stand. And like I said, I don't know if y'all can hear the interference from earlier, but it doesn't sound like anybody's playing with pop cans outside of my basement window now. So I don't know what the hell that was all about. But maybe that speaks to the energy with all the distractions going around Megan. Megan needs to quiet her mind, quiet her space, possibly, talk to some different people who are not necessarily on payroll. Because I do feel like somebody's telling her this could go either way, and this probably should be something that she doesn't really delve into, but she's hell-bent on proving her point. And see, you can't be so angry that you're short-sighted. But I digress. Kelsey Nicole, come on and hop up on here on this virtual stand, my baby. So, Spirit guys, show me the outlook on the energy around what could happen if Kelsey is called to the stand in this 1501 case. High Priestess, Eight of Pentacles. Listen, I keep saying that Megan needs to leave this alone. The High Priestess is someone who knows where all the bones are buried, okay? This is someone who knows a whole lot, but rarely ever speaks on the knowledge that they have. And being that comes out with the Eight of Pentacles, this is someone who knows about a lot of things that have to do with your career and things that are going on with you behind the scenes that nobody knows, which makes sense because not only was this her best friend, this was also her assistant. So she would know very, very sensitive information that nobody else knows from either angle. being her bestie and being her assistant. Now, you notice in the last deck, the fortune teller came out, and look at this, the reader. Is anybody following, the energy? Okay. Alrighty. So how's this going to go for Kelsey Nicole, spirit guides? The Magician. So, Kelsey has a way of maneuvering and also manifesting. So what is she going to maneuver and manifest? Wow. Oh my gosh. Don't be setting my damn cards on fire. Let's see. King of Pentacles, and it literally did a cartwheel all the way over here to one of my damn candles, and it's in reverse. So this looks like Kelsey, like I said, she knows where all the bones are buried, but she knows about Megan's finances, what it is and what it ain't. She knows what you have and what you don't actually have. And the King of Pentacles in the upright is also someone who's very stable, somebody who's logical, someone who is, how do I put this? This is someone who would be a foundation, okay? Someone who keeps everybody together and would be like the glue to a family, a friends group, a working situation. Being that that is in the reverse, this is saying that you are let me preface this with allegedly. Allegedly, Kelsey Nicole feels like you are delusional, you're completely out your shit, you're unbalanced. She feels like she's destructive to a conducive working situation. And being that that's next to the Magician, she feels like you manifest this chaos and you're causing things to unravel everywhere you go. And because of that, this is also affecting financial stability for you. Well, damn, Kelsey. Listen, it be them little ones, huh? It be them little ones, because she coming out the gate, I mean, feisty. She's, okay, tell us how you really feel. Justice at the bottom of the deck. And this could possibly come out in court, or, this is her feeling like, Megan, this is your karma. Because justice is also a karmic card. Okay, Page of Swords. So the reader. See how fortune teller and the reader keep, rearing their heads in this reading? She feels like, at one point in time, there is a possibility, allegedly, that Megan was having her watched, possibly stalked, followed in some type of way, almost like gang stalking. And mind you, I'm saying this is the energy of how Kelsey Nicole allegedly feels. I'm not saying this is what Megan has done. I'm saying that this is the energy around how she possibly feels. If she's able to prove this, this is going to come up in court. See how I said that this could backfire on Megan, and Megan shouldn't play around in this. This is swamp water. This is very murky. Remember that 50-50 chance? And it's going to bring heartbreak. 3 of Swords. Everything, I literally just said this. Everything that Megan is trying to prove about Kelsey Nicole is going to flip on its axis and actually, possibly, allegedly, be proven against her. Nine of Pentacles, remember? Independent woman. So this is going to affect Megan immensely if the energy goes this way in court. The artist, listen, jeez Louise. Okay, I'm trying to fix this so y'all can see this the way I see this. Okay, because I don't just read what hits the table. I read as I shuffle. You know, if you have to, freeze frame so you can see everything that I see right here. So being that you got the reader, you got the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the reader, the artist on top, King of Wands. Now the King of Wands would be a fire sign. That would be Leo, Sagittarius type energy, Aries. Now we know the Leo that's attached to the both of them is Tory Lanez. He's the artist. Five of Pentacles, that means somebody could end up ostracized, ass out. This could, you know, be a huge blow to their money. We already know that that's actually the deal with what's going on with Tory. But Two of Cups, okay? Four of Swords, that's a love relationship coming to a rest. And the reader, this is, all of this could come out in court. And if it does, Megan, you did this shit to yourself. And if this does allegedly come out in court, this is going to be all the information that Tory needs to get the appeal to go back for a retrial. Damn, I got pieces of candles falling apart. I don't know if y'all heard that, but a piece of the candle literally just broke off. Like the candle's still in the candle holder. It's a crystal candle holder, but a piece literally just broke off and fell on the table. I've never had that happen before. Yeah, Megan, you might need to rethink this approach. Let's go back into Kelsey Nicole's energy. Okay, so the sun comes out under the high priestess. Like I said, the high priestess is someone who knows a lot but says the least. And the sun. So happier times are actually going to come out of this for Kelsey Nicole, because by her playing her part, mind you, she wasn't saying anything. She said the least amount of what she could say. But because you're calling her to the bench, this is going to work out on her behalf, because now she's going to be able to prove how you colluded against her. And look at that. You see that? The Five of Wands. See how this fight keep popping up? You keep trying to get your lick back, but everything keeps going back to this fight. You know what? The hell with this. I'm done with this part of the reading. This part that I'm going into literally is solely for all shits and giggles, all pettiness, okay? So yes, I am a very fair reader. I give both parties, whoever I'm reading, you know, the fairest reading that I can give. But being that everything keeps going back to this fight, I'm going to tap into the energy of this fight, because I want to know, why is Megan fighting so hard to get her lick back? Because she could literally destroy herself trying to get her lick back. And I need to know what actually happened in this fight for her to feel like this is worth it. Now, if you're still here with me, because this is at the 44-minute and 44-second mark, you're still here with me, put some little boxing gloves down in the comment. Now, if you feel like Kelsey won this fight, put the emoji up, you know, with the hands like this. You know what I'm saying? Show me the hands like this. If you feel like Megan put, the Stone Cold Steve Austin down, put some stallions, put some horses down in the comments. We're about to get petty at this point because I literally need to know what happened with this fight that is making Megan feel like she needs to jeopardize everything to get her lick back. Because, honey, listen, she decided to be petty, so I'm going to be petty. We're going to all have fun with it. And damn it, there's the ice cream truck, and I'm all the way down here in the basement. I want some nachos. All right, focus, focus, focus. Spirit guides. Now, yes, I know I'm being petty at this point, but we kick it hard body. So I need y'all to give me some details. The night that they got into it with this Tory Lanez situation, give me the inner workings of what happened in this fight. I need details. Who laid hands on who? Who got the best of who? How did this actually work? Because for somebody to go this hard to get their lick back, I need to know why. And this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only, okay? We have no proof of anything. Nobody saw anything. We weren't there for anything. And as far as we know, all surveillance footage was possibly lost. And they just bumped into each other repeatedly. All right. I'm going to use 2 separate decks so I can see the energy on both sides of this fight. We commentating like this a boxing match. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Kelsey, tell me about your side of the fight. Okay, the Fool. Okay, the Fool is a leap of faith. So this means Kelsey jumped off the porch. Honey, this lines up with the testimony from Sean Kelly, where Sean Kelly said that one of the women, can't even talk. That's that damn coffee. Slow down, slow down. One of the women jumped out the truck, came around the back, and opened the front door and commenced to start whooping ass. Now, if we remember the seating arrangements, it was the bodyguard was driving, Megan was in the front seat, Kelsey and Tori were in the back. So that lines up, okay? Kelsey jumped off the porch. So there we go. We off to the races, right? So now that you jumped off the porch, what happened when you jumped off the porch? Allegedly. Four of Swords. 3 of Wands. So she felt like she needed to bring a situation to an end with somebody taking liberties and opportunities. Okay. So if I'm tired and bitch you tried it was a person, this is what this is right here, right? King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So something was said. Because the King of Swords and the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords in the upright tell no lies. But the King of Swords has no remorse for the truth that he gives. Okay? He's straight, no cut, no chaser. If your feelings are hurt, that's your problem. Those are your feelings. You deal with it. So whatever was said caused Kelsey to allegedly jump off the porch, right? Now after somebody tried it and you jumped off the porch, what's up next? What's up next? Cards don't stick together. Come on, what's up next? Didn't I just show y'all this at the bottom of the deck? Somebody said something that cut too deep. It was too raw. It was too real, and she knew it was true. 6 of Swords. Now, she knew at this point it was no going back because 6 of Swords is the card of sailing on to calmer waters. This is leaving behind a situation, and this is somebody who is escaping. This is like an exodus. So she knew that once she did whatever she did, this was the point of no return, allegedly. Page of Wands, Temperance, 9 of Wands. So Page of Wands is like This is new opportunity, new energy. Also, pages are children. So she felt like somebody, you know, the person who was trying her was being petty. They were being childish. And she was ready to take action, allegedly. There was going to be balance through a new beginning. I told y'all we was being petty, but real talk though, there was going to be balance through a new beginning, and that new beginning that was going to bring the balance was the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. Now, the wounded warrior is the wounded warrior because somebody had to wound that warrior, right? Listen, I got to take a break for a second. You got to give Kelsey her respect for having that much heart. Because real talk, like, imagine Kelsey running down on Megan. This is Kelsey right here. And David, this is Megan. So imagine, here go the little candlestick. Boom. Jumping on Megan. That's a lot of damn heart. I don't know if that was the liquor or that's just how she cut. But either way, that was a hell of a leap of faith. So... let's keep going. Because remember, they said they bumped into each other. Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is deep regret. So this is looking like shortly after she jumped off the porch, she realized she may have bitten off more than she can chew. But she was in deep regret and she was upset and angry over this situation that transpired. This is more so like she was in regret for trusting this person, still dealing with this person. Seven of Pentacles. She considered her options on this whole situation coming to a rest. Four of Swords, because she was heavy in her feelings about this person taking the opportunity, you know, this person who tried her, because she knew that allegedly Megan saw this as her ships coming in and she stole this opportunity from up under her. So here it is, you know, I landed a big fish and you saw that this was a great opportunity for me and you backdoored me and stole old boy from up under me because you saw that he was an opportunity. Allegedly, 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 right? Two of Swords and a Chariot. She decided right then in that moment that she was going to cut her off in that car. This was it. This was all. This is the last time you're going to play with me. So this is all what leads up to why she allegedly jumped off the porch. Page of Swords. So Page of Swords falling under the King of Swords. This is like... this happened for multiple reasons because the King of Swords, she knew that Tori was telling the truth when he said what he said, but this is also like she's realizing that there were things that she should have picked up on, things that she's seen, and just like suddenly it all made sense. Like I said, bottom of the deck, she knew that what was being said was the truth, that he was being honest. Five of Swords, Four of Cups. So his honesty led to an unrequited offer because instantaneously they got to arguing. And that sparked, you know, new actions and activity, the Page of Wands. And it led to a Hangman. The Truth, Eight of Wands. So everything swiftly changed after this alleged truth came out. Like literally right then, right there. Like parenting in the 80s. You show out in this store, I'm gonna whoop your ass in this store. This is literally how fast this went. Seven of Swords, and you can see in the background that somebody had their back turned and somebody sneaking behind them. So the whole time you was doing this behind my back. Now you see, Hangman falls under the Wounded Warrior. She decided that this was going to be the last time, and she was going to exact her own version of justice. Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. She moved forward victoriously. So allegedly, for all shits and giggles and intents and purposes, Kelsey was the aggressor. This, like I said, this is lining up with Sean Kelly's testimony. Kelsey got it cracking. Six of Swords, falling over the Five of Cups and the Fool. She knew from that point on out, she was leaving her behind. She felt like she was toxic. She was hurt, like she was in deep, heavy regret. After this message came out, the Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, she decided she was going to defend herself, and part of defending herself, like I said, was getting active. She was successful. Oh-wee. Queen of Cups to the Seven of Swords. So here it is. Queen of Cups is someone who is very caring, very loving, very nurturing. And then the Seven of Swords is, all this time I've been looking out for you. I've been, you know, having your back. I've been taking up for you. I've been, you know, one of the best, you know, supportive systems that I could ever be to you. And all you've been doing is sneaking me and stabbing me in my back. And everything was illuminated in that moment, the sun. Like I said, move forward towards victory. So, shit. Little mama got it. She got it cracking. She got active. She decided she was going to bring this energy to a rest. You wasn't going to play with her no more. Seven of Pentacles. As you sow, so shall you reap. So you asked for this, and I'm about to give you everything you want. Y'all, Eight of Pentacles. This was a card of work. Little mama went to work on Megan. She got active. She went to work on Megan. I feel... Oh, shit. Let me focus. Let me focus. Let me focus. Ooh. Ten of Cups and the Sun. So, yeah, this is somebody that, you know, she felt like she had a lot of happy times when she considered Megan as family. So, yeah, this is why she was deep and heavy in her feelings about what was going on. Wow. It's almost like a can you blame her, though? This is a deep hurt. This is like, you know, the ultimate disrespect. And like I said, the High Priestess knows where all the bones are buried. So I've kept all your secrets. I've kept my mouth shut. There's a lot that I could say that I haven't said, that I still haven't said. And that falls under the King of Swords. So King of Swords, like I said, in the upright, tells the truth. And that I still feel like this is going back to, she's feeling like allegedly Megan was having her watched, having her gang stalked. And she ain't say, you know, through everything that was happening, she didn't even say nothing about what was really going on behind the scenes. King of Wands, Two of Pentacles. This is her stating that that sneaky energy was Megan going behind her back, juggling, you know, messing around with Tori. And this is what the argument was about in the truck. Oh, wait a minute. Two of Cups. I've picked this up before. It's like her and Tori had a real connection. They were really building something. They really were feeling each other. And Megan came in and slid in the home plate while, you know, she was off to the side somewhere. Strength, which is also the card of Leo. This falls under Temperance, which is the balance through a new beginning. Because remember, I told y'all, Kelsey decided she was going to get balanced through a new beginning, allegedly. And she got active quickly. Okay? And card of Truth, Ace of Swords. She got the heart of the lion. She wasn't one to play with. Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. She feels like, you know, she's a person that cares deep. She loves deeply. She gives abundantly. And you was playing in her face. You wasn't giving her the same love she was giving you. See that? The reader just keep on peeking out. The fortune teller, the reader. So it's almost like Kelsey knew better. She was intuitive about the situation, and she really blamed herself for still messing with you, still dealing with you. And all of that came to a head in this moment. Ace of Pentacles, jackpot. So, you know, the hangman she successfully, damn it, hold on, before I say anything else. Allegedly, she successfully whooped your ass. Now, who would have thought somebody that little would have got to jump on Megan and literally gave her the business? And I'm not saying that this was no easy win, because Megan is an athletic girl. That's a big girl. But that goes to the heart and the fire that's in Kelsey, that she even gave it a shot. Because Megan is almost 2 feet taller than her. But she ain't care. You know, the Knight of Wands, you know, rushes in swiftly. Knight of Wands is about that action. So allegedly, she gave Megan a run for her money. And it wasn't a one-sided, you know, situation. I don't see people just politely bumping into each other drunk. This was a knockout, drag out, world star ass fight. Allegedly. And it's looking like Kelsey held her own. And from what is worse, she held more than her own, because Megan got the weight advantage. She got the height advantage. She got the wingspan. Like, she has everything that would work to her benefit if they have an altercation. And even though she has all of the things that work to her benefit, Kelsey still got in there, and she still got active. Let's see. I'm going to use a deck that's not on the table for Megan's side of this. Okay, got all of them out. Now, I know this reading lasted a little bit longer than I expected, because my candle's damn near completely done. All righty. We're going to wrap this up in a little bit. So let's see Megan's side of this altercation. Because like I said, I had to tap in and see. I had to see what made this worth it to take this chance in court. Megan, show me what happened in this fight that's making you go after this girl. You feel like by any means necessary, you got to get your lick back. Allegedly, what happened when y'all was bumping into each other? Six of Cups. Okay, so that's situations, things, and people coming out from the past. So things that had already happened, you know, being put on the table, and it caused you to have to defend yourself. Seven of Wands. Why did you have to defend yourself? What came out? Cards sticking together. Come on. Come on now. What did you have to defend yourself against? The World. A cycle come to an end. Why did the cycle come to an end? Cards sticking together again. Yeah. World came to an end over you having to defend yourself. Now, this is a court card, the Hierophant. Okay. We know that's judge, jury, adjudicator, also the powers that be. But come on into this sister circle and let's talk more about y'all bumping into each other. Because Megan tried to go somewhere else with this, and I'm going to pull her back in. I'm not going into some other stuff that got to do with court. I want to know about that night when y'all got into it in the street and they found them damn acrylic nails in the street. King of Swords, Justice. Here we go. Remember I said King of Swords spoke no lies. He's made a very, very harsh truth come to light. And then you got Justice. So whatever he said enacted karma, because Justice, like I said, is also a karma card. And what he said balanced the energy, because justice is all about balance. King of Pentacles. And, you know, King of Pentacles in the upright is someone who is trustworthy, someone who is stable, someone who is rooted, someone who's grounded. So it's like what was said could be trusted, because this is not a person who is known to be a liar, allegedly. This is a person who is rooted and stable in their energy. And this became a Five of Cups when this information came out with this Throwback Thursday energy. When he exposed what y'all had going on and you had to defend yourself, you knew it was going to bring an end to a cycle, because there was no way out of this. Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Oh, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. So look at that. Okay, that was forward movement and expansion to collaborate with someone. You know, pretty much you took an opportunity to get that bag. So allegedly, Megan saw Tori as a lick. It was an opportunity for her to level up. And she felt like she saw a sucker and she licked it, right? And when that was exposed, that something was getting licked, allegedly, okay, it brought an end to a cycle, the World. And this is why she felt she had to defend herself. But notice wands are also action cards. So she physically had to defend. I'm sorry, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. She physically had to defend herself. See, look what came out. Two of Cups, Seven of Swords. You are being sneaky, dealing with this Two of Cups situation. And it brought it into a cycle. So she had got exposed. King of Wands, for, you know, we know this is a fire sign. Tori is a fire sign. She got exposed for dealing with Tori behind the scenes. Yeah, she took an opportunity to get her a taste of that big dick energy, right? And this is what she was defending herself against. She didn't want to admit that this was a thing. Look at that. Remember, they said they just kept bumping into each other. 5 of Wands. This is what caused this whole situation to get physical. This is what caused this whole situation to get active. Kelsey allegedly felt like Megan was playing in her face, and what you're not about to do is sit here and lie, because I know he's telling the truth. So now that this is a thing, you're defending yourself. This is the argument. And we know that Kelsey got out, according to Sean Kelly, according to his testimony, not just his statement to the police, but his testimony. There was a female who got out of the back, and he said that she got out on the side, walked around the back, came around the front, opened the door, and it got cracking, right? So let's talk more about in that moment what happened. King of Wands falls under the King of Swords. So like I said, Tori was very harsh with this truth. He was very blunt. He did not care at this point. He said what he said. He was on what he was on. It is what it is, right? Listen. Allegedly, this was the truth about this secret. 5 of Wands, it led to this fight, the laying of the hands, okay? 6 of Pentacles, and it was equal give and take. Okay, so like I said, this wasn't no easy win. This wasn't no blowout either. Megan wasn't just, she wasn't just, manhandling little mama because she's small. Kelsey was giving it to her. This was an equal knockout, drag out fight. And that's saying a lot on Kelsey's side, because Kelsey is way smaller. And you got to think about the coordination of two people that's been drunk for damn near 10 hours. I would have loved to seen this ignorant ass fight, I promise you. No wonder Tori had to get security out to get these two apart, because from the energy that I'm getting, shit, for Tori to try to break this fight up, they was whooping his ass. Tori couldn't do nothing with neither one of them. This literally was like two antelopes locking up and tearing up the whole street. Justice and temperance. Didn't I tell y'all that balance was made through a new beginning? Justice is the card of balance. Temperance is the balance coming from a new beginning. So no matter what happened, this was going to be a permanent reset one way or the other. Kelsey said she was going to get some act right, and she was going to get some act right now. She had made the decision. She had made the choice. Look, it ain't just me being petty. My spirit guides is involved in this too. You see, here's the little staff. Here's the big staff. Okay? They got in trouble. They got into it because he decided to start choosing on the big staff. Oh my God, if you still here, let me know. Oh my gosh, we're at the hour and 13-minute mark. You still here, let me know. We're about to wrap it up. 10 of Swords. Okay, so that balance through the new beginning for you stabbing this person in the back. 10 of Swords. People faced going to jail. Okay, 8 of Swords. The Emperor. The 10 of Wands. So in this situation, the Emperor, the one who was trying to get control of the situation, was Tori. We know Tori went to jail. He's currently in jail now, but he went to jail that night, and this put the weight of the world on his shoulders and brought everything that everybody knew at that time to a rest. Last cards, and we're going to wrap this up. Because of the choices that were made, yeah, it brought everything that they knew, everything as they knew it, to a halt, to a rest. because of all this toxic energy. Him tying himself to the situation between these two women changed his whole life for the worse and affected his work. Eight of Pentacles. So this is going to be the end of this reading. And thank you for whoever stayed around for the pettiness of the commentating from the fight. Yeah. Kelsey, you know, I tip my hat to you, baby, because that was a tall glass of water that you ran up on. But I'm not seeing where she backed down, and I'm not seeing where she got mollywopped either. This was a, she gave it as good as she got it. And it, you know, Nine of Wands, you know, it, like I said, the wounded warrior, somebody who fights, goes down, gets up and fights again, fights, goes down, gets up and fights again. So it makes sense to me why the so-called, you know, pow pow was pulled out, because if I keep whooping you and you keep getting up, eventually, you know what, I'm gonna even the score. And I feel like that was how that came out. And that was how they got to that point in the street. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Because, you know, I wasn't there, you wasn't there, we ain't see nothing, we don't know nothing. According to all the statements in court, they just kept bumping into each other. So, you know, until this information is made privy to the public, we just gonna have to settle for the fact that they bumped into each other repeatedly because they were inebriated, and that's how the acrylic nails fell off and hair was missing. I never knew bumping into somebody could make that much happen, but that is the story, and we're going to stick with it until further notice. So thank you, everybody, for following along with me and giggling with me through, you know, the petty part of the reading. But real talk, if that spills out in court, I see how that could turn around and be a saving grace for Tori and help Tori's case, because it would provide proper context to what actually happened, and it would turn this whole thing on its head. So I'm done. I ain't drinking no more damn coffee, y'all, because this Cafe du Mochel is not doing me right. I feel like I have literally drank Red Bull and espresso all in one cup. But like I said, Kelsey, I tip my hat to you like T.I. You know, cock it to the side. Wear that bitch cocked like a pistol. You're OG for real, cause literally, when I say your off the porch game is top tier, I bow humbly. And I'm a little mama myself, so I know how much work it takes to get into it with somebody that's way bigger than you. But y'all stop underestimating these little folks, because little folks know they got to prove their point when they, you know, do whatever it is they got to do. But I'm gonna wrap this up, and this is the end of this reading so I can get through the rest of my viewers' request. And thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And yeah, it would be a very, very great idea from what I could see if Megan lead us alone. But I feel like she's not. And if she doesn't, this could potentially, allegedly backfire and blow up in her face. So that's it, and that's all. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.